911, what's your emergency?
Hello, my name is Alex. I'm on a school bus and it's been abducted by some guys.
Okay, stay calm, Alex. Can you tell me where you are?
We're on the highway, I don't know which one, but I can see a sign that says we're entering Miami.
All right, I need you to tell me more about the situation. Are there any weapons involved? Has anyone been hurt?
They have guns and saying that they set up bombs. They're threatening to use them if the police get involved. And they're making us all sit in the back, and they've tied up the driver.
I understand, Alex. Can you tell me how many people are on the bus and how many of them are perpetrators?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are around 30 kids and 5 terrorists, I think. They're all wearing masks.
Okay, I'm going to stay on the line with you and send help. Can you try to stay quiet and not draw attention to yourself?
Okay, I'll try.
Great. I need you to stay calm, Alex. Help is on the way. Can you tell me if you or anyone else on the bus is injured or sick?
No, we're all okay for now, but please, hurry.
I understand, Alex. The police are on their way, and I'll stay on the line with you until they arrive. Can you tell me if there's anything else you can see or hear?
No, I'm hiding under the seat. If I get up, they'll notice, though.
All right, just keep staying quiet, Alex. The most important thing is to stay safe. Can you tell me if there's any way to see outside the bus?
There's a small window at the back, but it's too high for me to see anything.
That's okay, Alex. You're doing a great job. Just keep staying quiet and let me know if anything changes, okay?
Okay, I will. Thank you for helping me.
You're welcome, Alex. Just keep hanging in there. Help is on the way.
Hey, you! Who's talking to you? Come here, you...
This is an emergency alert from the Miami City Council. We have received reports of a school bus abduction in progress by terrorists who have threatened to detonate explosives on board. All citizens are advised to take immediate precautions to ensure their safety. Effective immediately, all highways in the Miami area will be closed until further notice. We urge all citizens to stay off the roads and avoid unnecessary travel. If you must travel, please use extreme caution and report any suspicious activity to the authorities. Schools in the Miami area will be placed on lockdown until further notice. Parents are advised to stay away from school premises until the situation is resolved. We are working closely with law enforcement agencies to ensure the safety of all students. All citizens are advised to stay indoors and keep their doors and windows locked. If you are currently outside, please seek shelter immediately. Do not approach the scene of the abduction or attempt to intervene. The Miami Police Department and other law enforcement agencies are currently on the scene and are working to resolve the situation as quickly and safely as possible. We urge all citizens to cooperate fully with the authorities and follow their instructions. We will provide updates as more information becomes available. In the meantime, please remain calm and stay informed. Our thoughts and prayers are with the families of the abducted children, and we will do everything in our power to bring them home safely. This has been an emergency alert from the Miami City Council.
This is an emergency alert issued by the Department of Homeland Security. There is a potential threat of terrorist activity targeting schools in the United States. All schools and school districts are advised to exercise caution and implement heightened security measures. At 9:10 a.m. EST on July 22, 2026, the Department of Homeland Security issued a warning about potential terrorist activity targeting schools in the United States. This warning is based on credible intelligence gathered by our intelligence agencies and law enforcement partners. The Department of Homeland Security takes all threats to our national security seriously and is committed to protecting the safety and security of our citizens. We are working closely with our federal, state, and local partners to investigate this threat and take appropriate action to protect our schools and communities. We urge all schools and school districts to remain vigilant and to take immediate steps to enhance their security measures. The following precautions are recommended. Increase security presence. Schools should increase the number of security personnel on campus and ensure that they are visible and easily identifiable. Secure school perimeter. Schools should review their current security measures and take steps to secure the perimeter of their campus. This may include the installation of fences or barriers to control access to the campus. Restrict access. Schools should restrict access to their campuses to authorized personnel only. All visitors should be required to check in with the school office and be issued a visitor pass. Implement security protocols. Schools should develop and implement security protocols for handling emergencies, such as lockdowns or evacuations. These protocols should be reviewed and practiced regularly. Train staff. Schools should provide training to their staff on how to respond to potential threats and emergencies. Conduct drills. Schools should conduct regular emergency drills to ensure that students and staff are prepared in the event of an emergency. Encourage reporting. Schools should encourage students and staff to report any suspicious activity or behavior to school officials or law enforcement. Monitor social media. Schools should monitor social media for any threats or potential threats to their campuses. Communicate with parents. Schools should communicate regularly with parents about the security measures in place and any potential threats. Stay informed. Schools should stay informed about the latest developments regarding this potential threat by monitoring news reports and official communications from law enforcement and government agencies. The Department of Homeland Security is committed to working with our partners to ensure the safety and security of our schools and communities. We urge all schools and school districts to take immediate action to enhance their security measures and remain vigilant in the face of this potential threat. We will continue to provide updates as more information becomes available. Thank you for your attention. This concludes the emergency alert.
This is an emergency alert from the Boston Police Department. On July 22nd, 2026 at 9:23 a.m. EST, we received a report of a school bus abduction by terrorists who have threatened to detonate bombs if their demands are not met. We urge all residents to stay indoors and stay tuned to this broadcast for further updates. The safety of our citizens is our top priority. We are taking all necessary measures to ensure the safety of our community. We have dispatched our emergency response team to the location of the abduction, and we are working with other law enforcement agencies to bring this situation under control. We advise all residents to avoid the area near the school bus and to remain vigilant. If you see anything suspicious, please call 911 immediately. As a precautionary measure, we have also implemented the following safety measures. All schools in the Boston area have been placed on lockdown until further notice. Parents are advised not to attempt to reach their children at this time, as it may compromise the safety of the children and law enforcement personnel. All public transportation services in the Boston area have been suspended until further notice. All large public gatherings and events have been canceled until further notice. We urge all residents to remain indoors and to stay away from windows and doors. We advise all residents to stay tuned to this broadcast and to follow the instructions of law enforcement personnel. We want to assure our community that we are doing everything in our power to resolve this situation as quickly and safely as possible. We are working tirelessly to ensure the safety of our citizens and to bring the perpetrators of this heinous crime to justice. We urge all residents to remain calm and to cooperate with law enforcement personnel. Together, we will overcome this crisis and emerge stronger and more resilient than ever before. We will provide updates on the situation as they become available. Thank you for your cooperation and stay safe.
This is an emergency alert broadcast from the Federal Bureau of Investigation. We are reporting a series of coordinated terror attacks that have occurred simultaneously across the nation. We urge all citizens to remain calm and vigilant while we work to bring the situation under control. The first attack occurred at 8:03 a.m. EST in Miami City, where a terrorist group hijacked a school bus and is currently holding children hostage. The group has threatened to detonate bombs if their demands are not met. At this time, we do not know the full extent of their demands, but we urge all citizens to stay away from the affected area until we have resolved the situation. In addition to the hostage situation in New York City, there have been reports of similar incidents across the country. The FBI has dispatched SWAT teams and other emergency personnel to each location and is working closely with local law enforcement to ensure the safety of all citizens. At this time, we urge all citizens to remain indoors and avoid all non-essential travel until further notice. We also advise all citizens to report any suspicious activity to their local authorities immediately. We are working around the clock to ensure the safety of all citizens, and we will provide updates as the situation develops. As a precautionary measure, we advise all citizens to have emergency supplies on hand, including food, water, and medical supplies. We also advise all citizens to have a plan in place in the event of an emergency and to practice emergency drills with their families. We ask for the cooperation of all citizens during this difficult time. Please stay tuned to your local news outlets for updates on the situation, and do not hesitate to contact your local authorities if you have any information that could be helpful in our investigation. The FBI and all other law enforcement agencies are working tirelessly to bring the situation under control and ensure the safety of all citizens. We appreciate your cooperation and support during this difficult time. Thank you, and please stay safe.
Attention all citizens. We have a message of great importance to share with you. On July 22nd, 2026 at 8:03 a.m. EST, our nation witnessed an act of terror that threatened the safety and security of our children. 6 school buses were abducted by ruthless terrorists who threatened to detonate bombs and harm our innocent students. However, we are proud to announce that our brave men and women of the hostage rescue team have successfully located all 6 buses and stormed the location of the abduction. We are pleased to inform you that all hostages have been rescued, unharmed, and safely reunited with their loved ones. This was a coordinated effort between multiple departments, including the Department of Homeland Security, the Federal Bureau of Investigation, and local law enforcement officials. We are deeply grateful for the swift and courageous actions of all those who contributed to the rescue mission. We want to assure our citizens that the terrorists responsible for this heinous act have been apprehended and taken into custody. We will not tolerate any threat to our nation's safety, and we will do everything in our power to bring justice to those who seek to harm our people. We would like to extend our deepest gratitude to our nation's first responders, our military personnel, and all law enforcement officials who put their lives on the line to keep us safe. Your bravery and commitment to duty are an inspiration to us all. In these trying times, we must stand together as a nation and remain vigilant against any threat to our safety and freedom. We will not be intimidated by acts of terror, and we will always be ready to defend our nation against any danger. Thank you, and God bless America.